Hello everybody, and welcome to your pick a card oracle reading. So this is a little bit different of a spin. It's an oracle reading, pick a card. Okay, so you have three decks to choose from, three piles I should say to choose from. You have rose quartz, amethyst, and pyrite. So take a second to choose. I'm going to say a prayer to bring clarity and cleanse the space, and then we'll start with rose quartz first, and this will be time stamped. Then we'll do amethyst, and then we'll do the pyrite, and as I said, everything will be time stamped, so you won't have to go through each and every crystal here. Our Father in heaven, I'd like to thank you for the many blessings you've given to me and everyone who is here. I'd like to ask for protection for all of us and for our loved ones. And I would like to ask for clarity for reading these cards, but I'd also like to ask for clarity for the viewers who are here. Help them to have the clarity and intuition that they need to pick the right deck that's for them. Thank you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, so if you've picked your deck, we're going to start with rose quartz. Okay, so for those of you who picked the rose quartz, we're going to get into the cards and see what they want to say. Show me what I need to see when it comes to the messages for those who picked the rose quartz. Show me what I need to see when it comes to the messages for those who picked the rose quartz. A couple of more shuffles. Okay. All right. So someone copies you here. All right. There's somebody in your energy that I guess they copy you. They want to be you, or they look up to you. It can even be a child, a grandchild, someone who envies you. It doesn't specify. Okay, so it could be someone who really admires you, who copies you. You're an example of the person they want to be, but it can also be someone who's jealous of you and copies you, tries to be you, put your skin on, and go out and into the world and try to bring in their energy what they feel that you get. So I feel in your intuition you're going to know who this is, but someone is copying you. And we have sage and cleanse. So maybe there's a person who is copying you who is, envious of you, jealous of you. And maybe you need to sort of cleanse your energy from that type of person or people, because it could even be more than one. We have three here. So it could be even more than one person that copies you. You're just awesome here. Learn something new. So there might be something that you are trying to learn, or it might be this person who's copying you trying to learn you. But I feel that you're trying to expand your horizons in some way. You might be learning something. You could be going to school. You could be learning something new for work, or you could just be expanding your knowledge, okay, for whatever reason, tarot, spirituality, anything here. And we have a new love is entering your life. So keep that in mind, that you have a new love here on the horizon. And definitely, maybe this is even someone who's studying you. Maybe this is someone who you've been a teacher in a lot of ways, okay? You could be somebody who's just been an example and somebody wants to follow. But anyway, there's a new love, and that's a beautiful new thing. You have a new love here. Let me move these over. Make space here. So we have suppressed emotions, okay, a healthy need for an outlet. So there's somebody here who needs an outlet. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone in your environment, but somebody needs a healthy outlet for their emotions. And we have 2 here. So, you know, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot here to do with 2, and then over here is 3. So I feel that somebody is definitely trying to copy you when it comes to your interactions with others, and who that you know, your new partnership that you may be coming into here. Somebody is trying to, I feel, copy you, and I feel that they're hiding their emotions, all right? They're suppressing how they feel, or this person who wants to come towards you might be suppressing how they feel. Then we have addiction, a toxic attachment, drugs, alcohol, and obsession here. So there might be somebody here who is dealing with addiction, or there might be somebody in your circle dealing with addiction. Unfinished business, and that maybe is somebody it's not over with. You know, maybe there was someone who toxic energy got between you and them, but it's not over. Patterns, back and forth, baggage. So if there's been some issues with you and another person, maybe there was some sort of addiction in the way, a toxic or some sort of pattern. But either way, there's something that's not finished here with you and another person. That might be who this new love that's entering your life. It could be a return, but this is new. So let's just keep that in mind. Plus, only take the messages that apply. This is an oracle reading. The universe keeps all the original receipts. So I feel like things are going to get balanced out. When I see this card, the universe keeps all original receipts, I feel like things are about ready to get balanced out. Karma is going to just balance out. What if things were unjust for you? The universe knows this. If things need to be healed, the universe knows this. If you need to learn something to move on in a new direction, the universe knows this. Supportive friends. So you have highly supportive friends in your area, in your circle, whether at work, family, anyone who's close to you. You have supportive friends, especially if anything here, if the addiction part is on your side, but if maybe you are a supportive friend for someone who might be addicted, and be open to dating. Be open to dating. That is here going to be probably with the new love interest. If you're open to dating, if you're meeting someone new or trying to meet someone new, I see that going very well here. Family issues. So the family issues might be the things that you're dealing with when it comes to anybody who's in an addiction. It can be coming from that, but whatever, family issues. Remember, the universe keeps receipts. There we have travel. So there's some travel that's coming up. For some of you, maybe you're going to go on vacation, get away. Maybe you're going to go see family, all right? Maybe you're going to meet a date or go on a blind date through a friend. And poetic justice. So that poetic justice and that universe keeps receipts, does definitely, something is clearing up for you and something good is coming in for you. A date. So now we have 2 cards, date. Courting, dating, anniversary, meetup. So you're definitely, okay, definitely going to meet up with somebody. It's going to be really nice. I just want to put these cards here together. It's really nice. There's some poetic justice coming in. Whatever, like I said, hasn't worked out for you, things are definitely going to balance out. And then we have unexpected. So this is a surprise, all right? Unpredictable, shocking, unusual. You might get a message and you're not expecting it. Maybe it's from somebody here with this unfinished business. Roll the dice, take a chance, leap of faith, risk, okay, strategy. I think that's this person. I definitely think somebody's going to send you some sort of message here and you're not expecting it. Someone's just going to take a gamble. And somebody here might have some sort of mental health issues, but they could just be depressed, all right? It could go along here with this family issues and addiction or something like that. Now I feel like I'm getting tarot Tetris. And home. So we have family issues, we have home, we have mental health. So there is something to that. So this reading so far, and magnetic attraction. All right, alluring, irresistible, and flirting. So I feel like this is a reading that is 3 parts here, okay? 3 parts. The bottom is going to be important. Cultivate time for yourself, all right? Cultivate time for yourself. Out of all these cards, the most important thing is someone is copying you. Near cultivate for yourself, we have gossip and slander, but it doesn't matter. Someone is copying you. It could be for the good, it could be for the bad. But when I see next to it that came out sage, someone might be trying to copy you and be you in a way that is to take from you, okay? If it's at work or in love. Be open to learning something new if you're not already. All right, you might meet somebody special. You might it puts you here on your ascension path, something new. And that would also be cultivating time for yourself. That's always important no matter what here. Highly supportive that you're going to meet somebody that you really have a strong attraction to, especially if you're dating or if your friends set you up. It's also highly supported that there's going to be an unexpected message from somebody, okay? And this could be a person obviously from the past. You're not expecting it. Someone takes a chance and you're surprised by it. Family issues, addiction, mental health, it could be tied up to any of these, especially if someone is returning, if there's unfinished business. So just keep that in mind. This is just it's just an oracle reading, but the strongest thing here is a new love, dating twice, a magnetic attraction. It's unfinished with somebody else. Someone takes a gamble and reaches out, and something here around mental health, home, family issues, and addiction. You could travel. All right, you could travel. We have suppressed emotions, needs an outlet. So somebody here in your circle, it could be you. Maybe you need to get away. I don't know. Anyway, that is your oracle reading, and thank you for tuning in. Okay, if you picked the Amethyst, you have picked from the Twin Flame Journey Oracle and from the Andromeda Skies Oracle. So I've done a pre-shuffle. We're going to see what wants to come out. This is just entertainment. It's just an oracle reading, okay? Not to take literally. But if anything resonates for you, all the better. But if it doesn't, it's also okay. So I'm just going to fill up the table here with oracle cards. We're going to read the messages, and you'll see if it relates or not. It's really a good intuition exercise, okay? Purely entertainment here. Show me what I need to see for those who picked the Amethyst or the Amethyst Oracle deck here. The Amethyst stone. Show me what I need to see for those who picked this deck. What messages want to come out? I'll be pulling the cards from the top, because if not, a bunch of cards fly out at once. Wow, recognition. Somebody recognizes who you are to them. Maybe this comes after a time of ghosting or running. Someone realizes who you are to them. Maybe they abandoned a situation. Maybe they had abandonment issues and they were afraid of the connection and what it meant to them. So they ran. Usually when this happens in that runner chaser scenario, it is something from the childhood that they're afraid of repeating. And a lot of times the yang energy will run from the connection. They can't handle the strong feelings and they wear a mask. So in this connection between you and them, somebody could have been wearing the mask. It would have been the yang energy, but union is on the horizon. whoever this is, somebody could have went through the dark night of the soul. Someone could be going through the dark night of the soul, because there's enough energy here to show that somebody recognizes the connection. There's enough work that's been done in order for a union to be on the horizon for it to happen. It's after the mask, so the mask would end up coming off. We have a message and it says, I'm intimidated by you. And that is a common message that comes out when I do a twin flame reading. Refocus. I imagine that whoever's in the divine feminine energy, the yin energy, they would have refocused. They would have redirected their attention somewhere else. And that would have caused the yang energy to go through a dark night of the soul. Then recognize who you are. And they might have been with a karmic partner. So if you had to refocus or they ghosted, you don't even know why, they would have had to have gone through a karmic lesson. And a lot of times that ends up being they're in a karmic relationship. And it's a soulmate. So those karmic partners, it would have been a karmic soulmate for them. Conclusion. So this goes here with the karmic partner. That's the message for that. Conclusion is they recognize who you are. Okay. Maybe they were very confused about who you were to them, and this is just sort of a conclusion. They found the missing piece, the key to what they've been thinking. And my phone just went off, so that was more confirmation of that. Again, here there's a soulmate. It looks like that they're with a soulmate. So this is a person who still might not be available, but they recognize the connection here. Now with the soulmate, quite often it's supposed to be a fling, but sometimes what happens is a person can get more into an entanglement than they had planned on. Sometimes children come out of it. Sometimes parents get involved. It just, so a lot of times it was supposed to be a fling, and then they get stuck with the person for some reason or another. But they've received the message. The message is they recognize who you are, and at some point there's going to be a union. Only thing that needs to happen is you just need to keep your focus. Just stay focused on anything but them, so that this energy can clear out faster. Secrets and deception. This is what is something that they're going to experience now, most likely with the karmic. And our story isn't over yet. So it's not over between you and this person. They just have to clear out karmic baggage, and then there will be commitment. Just focus on you, let them clear out their karmic cycle, and then they'll come back in to commit. Fear. They have a lot of fear. Again, I feel like this has a lot to do with abandonment issues. Something from the childhood they've brought with them into their current adulthood. Please be patient with me. So they're probably in the dark night of the soul. They're probably doing their shadow work at this time. Yes, they are definitely with a karmic soulmate. This keeps coming out. There's 3 cards that says karmic soulmate and now bound. So they are stuck. And they could have, like I said, they could have got into a situation that was only meant to be a fling. They could have had some careless encounter. Anyway, it seems like they got in deeper than they planned to. And it's harder for them to get out now. And sometimes magic is involved. But you are the love of their life. A lot of times they run from the connection. They're very afraid and frightened of the connection. It says, I pull away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. They have more messages than anything to tell you. Also, they may send songs to you. This here is be the observer. This would be you as the one who's refocusing. Be the observer. Be the noticer, be the witnesser. This is so important when it comes to a twin flame union or reunion. And then they'll come back for forgiveness. Quite often they'll need to be forgiven because they would have ghosted you, left you for a karmic. They'll be asking for forgiveness. And you just work on meditation, clearing your chakras, getting closer to the divine. And then that's when all of this happens. Maybe by summer or next summer, depending on what time it is of the year for you. And solitude. So there's a lot for you here to refocus, to be in solitude. That's the bottom of the deck. You're going to be guided here. You're going to be guided here. So this was your... Basically, this is a twin flame reading. If you pick the twin flame oracle deck, you might be dealing with a twin flame, or maybe you're confused about it. I took a twin flame course, so if someone ghosted, you got terribly addicted to tarot, can't get this person off your mind, you probably were with other people when you met, could have met at work, and it just seemed like the right connection at the wrong time. Just these are some signs. You could be seeing 1111, 444. These are just some little signs and synchronicities that you may have met your twin flame. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and namaste. Okay, if you picked the Pyrite, you, my friends, have picked the Twisted Oracle deck, and surprising and shocking things come out of this Oracle deck. Keep in mind, all of this is entertainment. This is an intuition exercise. It's not to be taken literally. If the messages resonate, take it literally. But if they don't resonate, it's just an intuition exercise. It will help you. Pick a cards will help you increase your intuition by every time you pick, and you get closer and closer to the ones that do resonate. So keep in mind, whatever comes out of here, if it's ridiculous, it doesn't resonate at all, it's just an intuition exercise. Try again with other pick of cards, and your intuition will increase, and it will increase, and it will increase. Okay, this is not to be taken literal, but as entertainment. Okay, so let's see what these oracle cards have to say. This is a 100 card deck here. Show me what I need to see for those who picked the Twisted Oracle. Show me what I need to see for those who picked the Twisted Oracle. Show me what I need to see for those who picked the Twisted Oracle. I will pull from the top. I will do 3 rows of cards. Massive regret. All right. Somebody may be in massive regret over something that has occurred or has not occurred between you and them. No strings attached. Okay. So maybe they got involved with somebody. It wasn't supposed to be any strings attached. Maybe it became a person between you. Or maybe it was supposed to be no strings attached between you and them, and they're in massive regret. Maybe they fell for you. And we have separation, reflecting, and soul searching. So there is someone definitely who's in massive regret here. All right, whatever the no strings is, it could be you, it could be them, though they got involved with another person, but there's definitely massive regret when it comes to you. Either, you know, if they treated you like no strings, or if they became someone who went in another direction, or cheated or whatever. That I don't know exactly if that applies or not. But with 2 cards of regret and soul searching, definitely someone is in some sort of massive regret spending time alone here. And we have pregnancy and DNA, fake news. That could be if this was no strings attached person, all right? If they went and had a fling somewhere, someone could have made up a fake pregnancy. Like I said, this is why I said this deck is surprising. Things come out. This is one of those. That's why, you know, I keep this as entertainment. It's a crazy deck. But if it resonates, they could have had a fling somewhere and somebody's saying they're pregnant or they're late or something like that. And it could definitely be, it could just be a story, might not be anything. And we have wish. Now this person is thinking, and I believe they're thinking about you. I believe that you are someone's wish here. I believe they're manifesting you, they're thinking about you. But let's not, you know, this is a twisted oracle deck, but let's not get it twisted. This person is in some sort of massive regret over you. Maybe even praying that it's not over between you guys. We have red flags, intuition, dreams, clarity, signs. So you might be seeing signs and synchronicities. You might be having a strong intuition about a person who's in regret over you. You might be seeing repeating numbers and patterns, you know, like 444, 333, 222, 1111, 555, 1010, 1212, mirroring numbers 1221, 1331, stuff like that. 1001, you might be seeing repeating numbers. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. And the more that you notice the patterns in nature, like sometimes license plate numbers, you know, you're really seeing signs. The matrix is showing you signs in your everyday life, and you can Google the meanings of these things and you can check it out for yourself. Health, wellness, lifestyle. So, you know, with this meditation and with this health and wellness and lifestyle, I feel that you're probably taking care of yourself, or at least it's a goal, because happiness leads to health. But it does say all of that: healthcare, fitness, dieting. So that might be something that you're doing or thinking about doing, or it, you know, maybe it's suggesting that you should, because it is next to a card who's meditating, a person meditating. Also, eating less processed foods. You know, it can decalcify the pineal gland if anyone's having problem with the third eye, to get visions and downloads and things like that. We have mixed signals, all right? Somebody could have got mixed signals when it comes to a relationship, or not a relationship, but it's just a card of mixed signals, cross lines of communication, a communication issue, all right? And then karmic lesson. So sometimes they get confused. They feel like, let's say they feel like you're not into them, so they go out. They make themselves feel better because they probably have a low self-esteem, and then they get from a no strings attached situation to where it becomes a karmic lesson. I definitely feel that you are their wish fulfillment, and they got entangled over here and they're in some massive regret. But it was also to be a karmic lesson for them, because they should not have just taken off into another direction, because of, if any confusion happened between you and them, they should have just came to you. So now they're in a karmic lesson. So we have childhood wounds, all right? So this person might even be operating out of their wounded warrior type of person. They might be operating out of their childhood trauma and past, because it talks about sexual abuse, physical abuse, toxic parents, and abandonment. So this person is probably repeating some sort of pattern from a childhood, or operating like they might not have felt confident. They might not have felt like they deserved you, or something you said, they might have taken it the wrong way, and you know, or you might get a lot of attention. They might have went in another direction because of that. It's all from their wounding. They weren't secure in the connection, and they did something stupid. This is sweet talk. So this is them. They probably want to come back and sweet talk, get back into your good graces. This could be happening here soon with it coming out. They may want to have a conversation, a sit down with you. And she looks surprised, so you might be even surprised to hear from this person. Living in the moment, this is what the yin is supposed to do, okay? Live in the moment. We all should live in the moment, but definitely if there's a runner involved, okay, definitely living in the moment is a thing. Living in the moment, practicing the presence, paying attention to the little things, being in silence and stillness, getting the downloads, not being distracted by others. You'll even probably notice the more you try to live in the moment, the more there may be distractions or people or anything might come up to just sort of take you from that moment of peace. Bad credit, debt, somebody might be working on building themselves back up. Okay, that's just a side note. That might even be just something for someone to say, oh, okay, there's a message here. But if there's any bad credit, unemployment, or debt, I feel that that's going to change. And we have I miss you. So this person who's in massive regret, they do miss you. You know, this money, this debt, and this DNA test and all that, they could be even thinking about that, you know, if they have to pay child support and things like that. Like, they really made a mistake. And then jackass. So they definitely feel like a jackass, because I feel whatever these mixed signals were that made them act whatever they acted out from their wounding, they feel stupid about it now, because literally they've got themselves hooked up in a karmic lesson. It's not easy to get out of a karmic lesson. The whole cycle has to take its course. Love, hate. That's with this karmic, okay? They're probably doing a lot of arguing. That's usually what happens in karmic situations. Yeah, true colors come out. So I think that they're both showing their true colors. This masculine is showing their wounded side, their victim side, being victimized, acting like the victim, going through a karmic lesson. There's a lot of arguing here. True colors. There's a lot of arguing that's happening here. Because you got the broken heart and the broken heart. You know, one person's like, I could be pregnant, and the other person's like, look, we weren't supposed to be anything but casual, something like that. Options. So what happened was this, I feel like you had options, and this masculine probably got very intimidated by that, and so they went out and they tried to prove something to themselves. Like I said, they did something stupid. And they feel really stupid for it now, because now they are stuck in a karmic lesson. Legal matters, divorce, property, criminal, paternity, child support, traffic ticket. I feel definitely it's child support or paternity is what they're realizing, a new debt that they may have. And it's like for them to come back to you, they miss you, they regret it, but coming back alone and coming back with a possible kid in debt, that's like a whole new ball game right there. Secrets. And you wouldn't know about that. You wouldn't know about that. Last card, new boo. Okay, you might be moving on to somebody new, somebody who makes you feel wonderful, someone who is better suited for you, is not going to operate out of their wounding, and there could be a lot of romance with that person. I just was guided to pull another one. So I feel like you got a new love coming in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of romance, and I feel like you're just over it. I feel like you've cried enough over a person you know, who sort of left you out in the cold. That's what I feel like. So anyway, this was your oracle reading. Keep in mind, this was only entertainment. If it does not anything apply, just keep picking the ones until they do. It will actually help your intuition to improve. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in your next pick a card. Namaste, my friends.